What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the first tutorial. We're going to be building a React application with a node backend, so when someone fills out your contact form, it sends an email to you. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. First thing first, we need to make a root project folder. I do mine inside the terminal, but you can do yours inside the Finder or Explorer, whatever you're using, Windows and Mac. So what we're going to do is navigate to where you want your folder to be. I got mine inside Documents, Projects, and an HTML folder. I'm gonna go make directory, and I'm gonna call this React project. Now that we got that created, we're gonna head over to our browser, and we're gonna be using something called Create React App. Just go to Google and click the first link. You do need npm for this node, so if you don't have that, go ahead and install that. You can find tutorials on YouTube for that. We're not gonna be trying to cover that right now. So you're gonna scroll down. We use the old version, the old method. We're going to install create React app globally. So inside of your folder you just created, well, first we need to change directory into it. So inside of the folder you just created, we're going to run npm i-g, then create -react -app, and hit enter. I'm not going to hit enter because I already have it installed, and I'm trying to keep this tutorial short. So once that's done, you have create React app installed globally on your machine, and you can run it anywhere, which you can see right here at the little second instructions. So with that being said, we're going to create our React part of the app. So to do that, we're going to run create -react -app, and then give our React project a name. I'm going to call it client. Now, what I mean by React project, for create React app is actually creating the React part of our app. Damn, babe. So I don't lost track. So yeah, so with create React app, when we run create React app and then call client, we create in a folder called client, which is going to hold our React part of our app. The main folder, which I call React project, that's going to hold all of our things, the front end and back end. So that's why I did it like that. It's just easier to maintain and read your. So since this is going to take a little minute, I'm going ahead and pause, and I'll see y'all in about 5 minutes. Okay, so once you finish, dang, once it's finished creating a React project, you're gonna see a few instructions on here. As you can see, it installs Yarn for us, and it's giving us a few scripts that we could run. The only one that we're gonna be working with right now is yarn start. You can still use npm. It's up to you. I'm just gonna go ahead and use yarn. Well, actually, we're gonna install React strap first, so that we don't have to cancel the application. So before we do that, let's go ahead and change directories into client, or the folder, whatever you call your create React app folder. Remember, I called it client. So let's just change directory into client. And let's go back to our browser, and we're going to React strap. It should be the first link. Yeah. And then we're going to scroll down some more till you see adding Bootstrap. So we're going to install Bootstrap and React Strap. So let's go ahead and knock that out the way. So we're going to do npm I -- save, then space. We're going to do bootstrap at 4.0.0-beta.3, and then space, and they're going to do React.Strap at next, and hit enter. This might take a little while as well. If my computer will hurry up. So while we wait for this, I guess I'll tell you what Create React.Strap actually did for us. Create React.Strap is it's like a template made by Facebook to help you get started using React projects easily. It comes pre-configured with Webpack and hot reloading and all that stuff ready for us. So I'm gonna show you what actually created. Onto React project. As you can see, we have a folder called client. This is what we call our React part of the project. The whole web app that we're building, front end and back end, is inside of React project. The client folder is just the front end, which is React. So once you click in, you see we have a couple of folders and files. This is where Create React app created for us, all of this for us. We can actually import it into Atom so you can see it better. Atom. Oh no, fine, just take your time. No, I got all day. I'm just gonna go ahead. Not sure why it's running so slow. Might just buy SSD. So, React project. Okay, we're almost done. React project. Create React app created this folder for us called client. That's what we called it. It could be anything you want. And then it's created these files for us. So we have node modules, public and source. Source folder is where we're gonna put all of our code at. Styles, new components, stuff like that. Everything will go inside source. So these are just these are actually the React projects. This is our main view right here, which you will see once we start our actual project or the server. All right, so that's finished. So I've been using React.Strap for a while, but for some reason, every time I install React.Strap, it uninstalls Create React App script for me. So before we even start, we're just gonna go ahead and install everything one more time. Well, actually, let's try Yarn. I never use it for Yarn. They say Yarn is faster, so Yarn add, I believe that's it. I'm not sure what it is for Yarn, so I'm just gonna use npm. So just do npm, then I hit enter, and this is gonna take a good minute. So I'll see you guys when this is done. All right, and we're back. So once everything is finished installing, we're gonna go ahead and run it. To run it, all you do is call yarn start or npm start, and you see this, and it should open up a new window for you. And this is your React application. As you can see, it's simpler design. But down here it says to get started, edit source app.js and save to reload. So we're just gonna go here to inside our client folder, source, and then app.js. We're just gonna make a quick change so I can see. Gonna add an h1 tag. Let's call this test. Let's make it more fun, exciting. First React app. Close that h1 tag. And there you go. You see it reloaded for you by itself and everything. So let's go ahead and start designing our contact form. And then in our next video, we could dive into the back end. So to get started, we're going to go back to React.Strap, go to View Components, and then scroll down to Form. Then we're going to scroll down to the first code we see. And we're just going to look something like this, not as long. But we're going to wrap all of our form in a form tag. And then for each label and input, we're going to wrap in a form group. And then we're going to have a button. Excuse me. Sinus problems. All right, so let's go ahead and import these components that we need. We go ahead and delete the logo and app.css. We're not going to need that. We're going to type import curly brackets. I'm going to do form, form group, input, label, and button. Then outside the curly brackets, we do from React strap. Then come down here to the div, delete all that. We're gonna wrap everything in a form. That should be red. Whatever. And then we're gonna need 3 text fields or input fields. We need a name field, an email, and then a message. And then at the end, we're gonna have a button. So like I said before, each label and input is wrapped inside of a form group. So we're gonna do form group first. Bow. Then we're gonna do label, capitalize. We're gonna call this name. Who's this? Name. Inside label 2, we're gonna have a value. We're gonna call this not 2, 4. We're gonna call that name. And then below label, we're gonna do input. We're gonna hit enter. I'm not gonna close it yet because we're gonna have a few values that we need to define. So first is type, and that's gonna be text. Then hit enter one more time. We're gonna do name, and this is gonna be for name because we call this name for this label. And then one more, which is a little different, called on change. We're going to equal, then curly brackets. Then we're going to do this dot handle change, camel case. Now we could close. Oops. Now we could close off that input. The on change is going to be to get the value of this input field on change. You'll see later as we define this function, because this is just calling a function. So we're going to copy this whole form group and we're going to paste it two times. Then let's go up to the second one. We're going to call this email. And this is going to be email. That's email. That's email. Then go down to the last form group. We're going to call this message. Oops. Message. And this type is going to be a text area. Then names message. Come down here and import our button or add our button. I'm going to call this submit. If I could type. And let's save that and see how it looks. So it's there, but it's looking ugly. And I know why. Go back to React.Strap. And then come down, right here where it says adding Bootstrap. We actually need to add Bootstrap to our app. So come down here and copy this, the import, then Bootstrap / distribution / CSS / bootstrap.css. We're going to add that to our index.js file inside of our source folder, and just add it to the last import or below the last import. And save that, and then now it should look great. There we go. So everything looks better. We got the Bootstrap styles. We got a form, well, 3 form inputs. It's a little too wide though, so I'm going to make a quick change. Go up to form. I'm going to do a style tag equals curly brackets, curly brackets. I like to space that out too, makes it easier. Do width, and this is the object. CSS is a little different inline on React. So we have an object, and of course you gotta put it in brackets or quotes, and I'm gonna do 600 pixels. Save that. There we go. That's better. So now that we have our basic contact form going on, we need to be able to get the values out of these fields. So to do that, we implemented onChange, but it's not really doing anything right now because handle change function is not defined yet. So before we define our handle change function, we're going to start setting it up. We need to add a constructor first for our states. So go below extends component at the top of your app, and then we're going to do constructor. I'll make sure I spelled that right. And super this dot state equals, and then we need 3 states: name, email, and message for each input field that we have. So we got name. This is also an object. We're gonna make it empty. Email, empty, then message, empty. And then below this dot state, still inside of constructor, we're going to do this dot handle change equals this dot handle change dot bind this. I'll explain that later. I'm not trying to make this video too long. It's good for y'all to do some research to, look at Stack Overflow. It explains it good for you, or even React website. So below that, we're going to finally call or make our handle change function. So handle change equals E. We're going to use ES6 fat arrow notation. Then we're going to change the state for every time input is entered in the field. So to change the state, we're going to call this dot set state. Then that's the object. And then instead of calling each state right here, we're just going to do e.target.name then e.target.value. Space that out. Make it look better. And then that's it for handle.change. So if we save that, and I also go to the React component or debug thing, you can find this inside of Chrome Store. You see that we have where's it at? Where you be? Where you be? Where you be? Huh. Why? Why don't I see you? This ain't right. Huh, they changed it. I used to be able to change. I'm gonna see the state. Oh, here we go. Okay. I don't know why they changed it. So if I type in SSSSSA or whatever, you see the state change for message. I'm not gonna mess with email or name because y'all gonna see my email. And I don't need y'all spamming me. I like that email. So that's all that this code does right here. Handle change and the on change. So every time you type in a field in this input field, it calls on change. And on change is calling this dot handle change, which is this function. And it's just setting the state. So now we need to be able to handle form submission, which we're not going to complete right now. We're going to finish that in the next video because I want y'all to see the API we're going to use first before we just plug it in right here. So I just think it's a easier way to understand what we're doing. But we're going to set it up first and then come back. We're going to get this like 95% done and then come back and finish this on the next video. So just like input field, we need to add a submit function for the form. So I'm going to do it right here. Yeah, I'll do it right here. So for the form, I'm going to do on submit, then equals curly brackets this dot handle submit. And then we're going to make a function handle submit. It's going to be a little different. Clean that up a little. We'll need all that space. And for right now, we're just going to prevent refresh on click. And then we're also going to declare all of our states. And we're going to do this easy with ES6. We're just going to do, we have a state called name, email, a message. I'm gonna call this dot state. Wow. Save that. Click submit. It shouldn't refresh. Handle submit. The cannot read property state of undefined. Huh. Well, we'll come back and finish this part. But you will see what I'm trying to do later once we get to once we finish the back end. So see y'all in the next video.